Okay, let's write some useful methods for this date E7 class. Both of them will use methods from the year E7 class, as there's a year E7 object to represent the year. The class.def file's here. I've compressed the properties as well as the constructor. And I'm not showing the static method, which we had in a different methods block, but you should consider it as part of this file as well. First, we'll write the char method, which converts a date E7 object into a character string. The output argument C will be a horizontal concatenation of the month expressed as a character string. Notice we're using the static date E7 M to M method, passing in the integer value of the month and getting back a character string. Then a space, followed by the day expressed as an integer, followed by a comma, and then the year as a character. But what's that really calling? That's really calling the char method that the year E7 class provides. So if we want to change the way a year is formatted, we'll change it in the year E7 class, and then that'll just propagate through, and that effect will propagate through to here. How about a method that does something more than just formatting? Here's a method called dayOfYearDate. It converts a date E7 object to the associated day number of the year. The algorithm is very simple. Start with the date object and reference its year property. That's a year E7 object. For that object, reference its M property, which is a public property. That yields a 1×12 array of the days of each of the months in the year. Within that, only reference from January through the month preceding the month that this date object represents. Add those up to obtain the number of days in the months preceding the current month. Then add the day of the month, and that gives the day of the year. There's not a lot of existing functionality, but let's see how these date E7 objects work. Let's look at the start date of this class. That was the 10th of June 2013. I'll leave the semicolon off and let's see the display. There it is, the month, the day, and the year. The class is a date E7 object, and it's 1 by 1. How about the end of the class? The end is on the 16th of August 2013. We'll leave that off as well. What day of the year is June 10th? It's the 161st day. What day of the year is D end? 228th day. So all the functionality that we programmed in seems to be working fine. Let's continue on with more.